Hey there, this is Floren and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am going to give you some tips on how to make your courthouse wedding simple but memorable. Alright, so if you are a couple who decided already to do a courthouse wedding, I am going to give you some tips on how to make your wedding memorable. It is only based on our experience because we have our wedding last April 5th, 2022 this year. So I'm going to share our experience with you. And for those who are struggling right now to choose between doing the church wedding or courthouse wedding here in the US, I am going to give some advantages of why to choose courthouse wedding. I hope you're going to learn something from it. All right. Okay. So the first one in my list is that you can have a big church wedding next time or later on in the Philippines. So for example, you come here and then you don't have any relatives here and then you wanted to have a wedding in which your family is there. So you can have a next church wedding in the Philippines. So a courthouse wedding is a good option for you to do first. And then number two, it is a budget friendly. If you do a courthouse wedding, you just go to the courthouse and then have your marriage certificate, and then after that you do your wedding. So it's not pricey. It's not pricey. So it is a budget friendly. And then next, documents. No, so if you wanted to have your marriage license very fast, or if you really wanted to apply for adjustment of status early, so courthouse wedding is a good option. For example, if you have some plans in the future that you wanted to travel, or if you wanted to work immediately, or if you have any plans, so courthouse wedding is an advantage because you can have your marriage certificate faster. Next, number four is you can just focus in the ceremony in the two of you. So courthouse wedding, less you will not think of other people. You just think of you, of yourself and your fiance, of course, and then the wedding. So it's only you focus on the ceremony itself and for both of you. So it's only for both of you and the ceremony. So that's the advantage of courthouse wedding. And then the last one in my list, less preparation. So the preparation is less. You just prepare yourself, go to the courthouse, and that's it. All right, so those are the advantages of having a courthouse wedding. And now, if you and your fiancé are already decided to have a courthouse wedding, I have 4 tips to share to you, and these tips are only based on our experience. Okay, first, you get a good photographer that you can work well on your wedding day. Remember that good pictures is the only thing that we can keep as a memory from our wedding. So get a good photographer on your wedding day. So you might ask, how can I get a good photographer if I am outside the US? Alright, so for example, in our experience, I was in Thailand that time. So what I did was I joined an FB group in the state in where we gonna have our wedding. So for example, your wedding will be held in California or in Chicago. So you can join a Filipino group in which you can ask some recommendations about the photographer. For example, in our case, they recommend me a photographer, and we are so glad that we got a good photographer, and he's a Filipino as well. And it's very nice that you can work very well on with your photographer. So if you want to ask who is our photographer, just leave a comment in our comment section so I could give his details. The second tip that I can share to you is that get a good makeup artist whom you can work very well as well. The same as your photographer, you should have a makeup artist whom you can work very well. So on your wedding day, it's your day and you should be the prettiest on your day. So you should be the best of your look on your wedding day. So don't make it like a hindrance that the idea that it's only a courthouse wedding, it's only a simple wedding, that you don't need a makeup artist. So you should get a makeup artist so you can be the best of your look on your wedding day. So you might ask as well, how can I get a good makeup artist outside if I'm outside the US? So what I did was the same thing when I was looking for my photographer, for our photographer. I joined an FB group and then I asked for makeup artists. So we are so glad that we found a makeup artist and we work very well with her. And I'm so glad that we have her. And if you want to ask about our makeup artist, you can leave a comment in our comment section and I'm going to give her details. All right. Next, the third thing that I could share to you is that get a nice hotel room if you wanted to become comfortable. So because your photographer and your makeup artist will gonna go to the hotel room, but if you wanted to go to do it in your home, just fine. But for me, we are comfortable to do it in a hotel room, and then after that in the hotel you can have a picture taking session outside the hotel and inside your hotel. So bear in mind that sometimes you don't have really relatives to help you here. So I hope you can get a very good photographer and a very good makeup artist that you can work well during your wedding. And then so that's why it's nice to get a nice hotel room so you can have a nice background, nice picture during your wedding. Next is, so after the weddings, you go to the courthouse, and then after that you get your wedding there, and then your photographer will be there, will taking picture of you, we're gonna film your wedding. And then after that, fourth is book a nice restaurant. Okay, so if it's only the two of you or just less people, book a restaurant. So that's what we did. So we just go to a restaurant with my husband and then have a nice dinner, and that's it. It's a very simple and but memorable wedding for us. And as I said, the advantage of that is that you can have a big church wedding later in the Philippines, where you can have your families, you have your relatives there. All right, that's it. I hope you learn something from this video. If you like this video, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Bye bye.